ST Lady Cat Nation and Lady Cat Softball coming in 6-2 against the home team, the Mathis Lady Pirates, also 6-2. Just kind of looking at some of the stats. Skidmore-Tynan, we're going to be looking at their roster, and this is my first call for the 2026 season, 25-26, I guess officially. So bear with me as we get the lineups, the batting orders, and everything set up. So I may repeat myself a little bit just for my own benefit. And I have my own little system. Coach Gonzalez, who you see right now, and she's, forgot what she told me. She tore some ligament. And so I said, not the best timing, right, Coach? And said, no, it's never the right timing, but she's in crutches right there. And so prayers for a quick recovery for Coach Gonzalez. And of course she's here with Coach Duran, who just coached, and she's over on the right side. See her right there. And she just coached the JV game. And then of course Coach West, Coach Brady West, will also be part of the trio there for the Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats. Again, 6-2, and they're kind of got the 6 wins sandwiched in between the 2 losses. They started off with a loss to George West, and the last game of the tournament, just the Three Rivers tournament, was to Three Rivers. So I guess the only ones that have put a dent in the arsenal of the Lady Cats has been Live Oak County. George West at the front, and then Three Rivers. And there is Coach Gonzalez, Coach West, and there is Coach Duran. And again, I have my own little, I'll get situated, and also I got my roster for Mathis from Max Preps, and I already see numbers that I do not have, so I'm sorry, and I'm going to hope that the PA announcer will, I just got to keep an eye on the PA announcer and go with that, folks, and that really does help out a lot. So the Lady Pirates will take the field to start the top of the first, and Skidmore-Tynan, and I'm already looking to the right side to see who's swinging a bat. I think that's Alexis Flores who's going to be coming on first. Who will lead off, I'm not sure. I think some of these young ladies I remember from last season, 2025, and making it to the playoffs, coming in second in district, Woodsboro. Woodsboro is going to be a formidable opponent as well this season. That does look like Alexis Flores, and I'm gonna put her as my first leadoff batter for the Lady Cats. And already singing out there. That sounds like I'm trying to get on the name, Natalie Ramirez. I could be wrong on that. That could be, yeah, that looks like Natalie Ramirez singing. I think she's going to be catching tonight. So here we go, ST Lady Cat Nation, welcome. My name is Amador Ramirez, and non-district clash here, but all are important, non-district tournaments, and saluting is Alexis Flores, the lefty. I'm going to try to be as ready as I can, but I do believe that's Natalie Ramirez ready to on deck. And it's windy here, folks, and it's gotten a little cooler. I had to put my leather jacket on. I'm the Fonz right now because I lifted the collar so I can keep my ears. Here we go. And on the mound, if I have the right roster, and I don't probably because I don't see it. Yeah, I do have a 27. That's Leilani Cantu on the mound. I'm going by Max Prep, so a swing and a miss, 1-1. And yes, that is Natalie Ramirez, the catcher, on deck. So she'll be batting second. And already behind on the count, 1-2. Leilani Cantu catching or pitching. That one's high. Oh, Cantu took a little bit of a, they may have to come check her out. She took a landed. That's Leilani Cantu. She's right on her knees right now, but everybody out to see if she's okay. They're looking at the Achilles. And we just hope that she can. And she's back up. Leilani Cantu. Round of applause. And the count is 2-2. And it looks like she'll be out there. Umpire there. Officiating crew. Coach went out. I believe that's Coach Gaetan. Coach Gaetan and Coach Villarreal out there. For Mathis. 2-2 is the count. And staying alive is Alexis Flores. Got a little bit of the bottom on that one. Spun it backwards, 2-2. Again, it is windy. It's affecting probably a little bit of the audio on your end. I apologize for that. And that's a little tapper to second. And the quick throw over to first is out. So over to number 12 is Medrano at first base, and one down for Skidmore-Tynan. And Natalie Ramirez to the batter's box. I'll get used to the Mathis Lady Pirates as we progress, but on first is Medrano. And we already know, and thankfully she's okay, and that's Cantu as pitcher. Leilani. And puts down a bunt, and will she beat it out? And out! So a nice throw from third base over to first to Medrano. 2 down for Skidmore-Tynan. And now our power hitter, number 6, Jolie Mann, the pitcher. And you can bet everyone's going to get a little bit deep, especially at left field, center field, and left center. And that one goes foul. On deck will be Ali Hernandez. I say that more for my benefit because that way I'll more than likely know that I said that name once and it's in my memory. But Hernandez on deck. Get Cantu to pitch. Down low, 1-1. 1-1, 2 outs. Third batter up. Was hoping that she'd have some runners so that she could maybe lay one out there in the gap, or and a foul just to the left side of that third base line. So 1-2. So Leilani Cantu up on the batter, Jolie Mann. Again, Ali Hernandez on deck. Should Mann get on, and she usually gets a courtesy runner. That's going to be a little tapper. She may outrun this one, and she does. Save. In time is Jolie Mann to first. And she will get a courtesy runner. Courtesy runner will be number 11, Eliza Garcia. Eliza Garcia, number 11 at first. And now Ali Hernandez to the plate. Up just a little bit so we can get both first base with Eliza Garcia and also Ali Hernandez batting. On deck is Brogan Schmidt. Trying to get a little rally going, a 2-out rally here. And a little tapper to the left out to the dugout. Coach Gaetan stopping it nicely. Turning into it's a beautiful night if you were just watching, but in your living room or your bedroom, wherever you are, traveling on a phone, on a laptop, on a computer. And that's going to drive right through the shortstop, and we'll have runners on first and second. A single by Ali Hernandez. Eliza Garcia to second. And coming up to bat, number 8, Brogan Schmidt. Brogan Schmidt, with 2 runners on. So we were trying a little rally that started with, and that's a little tapper over to the pitcher and out at first. So got 2 hits. First, no score. Here come the Lady Pirates. And Coach Gonzalez gave me the info that I needed, but I'm going to probably try to get this. It's hard to see. It's kind of a little bit darker over here in my little corner. Let's see, we got Danny Munoz, number 10. Looks like she's going over to third. Ali Hernandez is on first. Way out at center is Alexis Flores. And what number do we have over there? Let's see. Looks like Gracie Franks out at left field. And we'll find out right field in just a second. At second base, it does look like Kylie Kenny. And at the shortstop is Brogan Schmidt, who's going to be batting at the top of the second. Shortstop Brogan Schmidt. And I'm sure I'm missing somebody. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're missing right field. And we'll get right field. And actually, I got right field out there, but that number is a little tough to read. So that's where I'll pull out. Only needed 1 assistance on 1, and that's where Coach Gonzalez helped me out. Of course, I end up misplacing her notes. Here they are. Her lineup, I should say. Number 5 will be leading off for Mathis, and as usual, I don't have, like I said, all the numbers, so I do not have a number 5. So I'm going to wait for the PA announcer, see if they call out the name. Maybe there's not a PA announcer. There's music, though. No PA announcer. So Mathis leading off here in the bottom of the first is number 5. And I will get the right fielder. It may be I'll get the right fielder for Skidmore-Tynan when she runs back, but it's my blind spot. I can't see it right here. Swing and a miss. So a nice first strike there for Jolie Mann. 1-1's the count here in the bottom of the first. Skidmore-Tynan had some bats, a couple of hits, led off by Jolie Mann, but could not get a run in. Strike call, 2-2. And a strikeout. So 1 for 1 to lead off this bottom of the first, and that's Jolie Mann. And to the plate, number 1 is Mia Rodriguez. And it goes a little bit high. Of course, it's intimidating speed. Jolie said, that's me. That's on me. Behind the plate is Natalie Ramirez. Danny Munoz at third. Brogan Schmidt at the short position. Kylie Kenny on second. Ali Hernandez on first. Two balls and a strike. You got Alexis Flores at center. You got Gracie Franks out at left field. And I don't have my right fielder yet. Swing and a miss. 2-1. I'm going to ask Lorinda if she'll find the right fielder for me. I think it might be Jake and Salinas. 2-2. So whoever I'm missing, that's right field. But It's my blind side. You can see over on the far right. Strike three. Got her looking. Down goes Rodriguez, and to the plate, number 12, Ava Medrano. She's on first base. Ava Medrano for Mathis. Jolie starting off with a few that are out of the zone, but she makes up for it. She's one of those type pitchers that she can get behind on the count and then come back roaring back. And a tip, but a strike makes it 1-1, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. I believe Coach Villarreal is over on first and Coach Gaetan over on third for the Mathis Lady Pirates. And now that's 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs. First base, Ava Medrano at the plate. Hi, Berta Aguilar. Thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying this nice, cool. It's cool out here. It's not as cold as it was last night in Tab. Strike three. 2. I'd make that 2. Thought that was the third one. It was 3. 3-2, full count. Nobody on, so there won't be no runners. So 3-2 with 2. Got her. That'll take it 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the first. Jolie Man. Go to the top of the second. Here in Mathis. No score. Last night, but it's breezier tonight, so if you factor in the wind chill, I guess maybe you're warm in your home. Yeah, it feels. Last night kind of got me. It was like, oh, whoa, see if I can make it to the end. I made it, but tonight it'll be fine. I brought my Fonzie jacket with me, so I'll be okay. See if we can see some of the players. We've got Leilani Cantu on the mound, and I'm trying to see number 10, but I don't have a 10, or that's a 20, I think, and I don't know what number that is. When the catcher normally when they put on their equipment, you can't really tell, but Skidmore-Tynan looks like they're going to get number 23. Leah Nance will come to lead off the top of the second. Leah Nance, number 23. So she's the 5th. Fifth batter in the lineup. And that one is fouled to the right. On deck is Danny Munoz, who is playing third base. Maybe Leah Nance is at right field. She might be my right fielder. 1-1 the count. I can't get all the information on that lineup. And this one popped up to second for the out. And that was, I believe, Mia Rodriguez on that one. Make that number 7, might have been Martinez. On second, Danielle Munoz with 1 out here in the top of the second. No score. And on deck, who will represent the 7th batter, will be Jake and Salinas. I think it's Jake and Salinas over in the in right field. I think it's Jake and Salinas, but it's a little dark over here. I can't see some of the print. And if I can get by with not knowing just one, I'm doing pretty good. 2-1 the count, 1 out. Top of the second, Danny Munoz at the plate. Jake and Salinas on deck. So looking at good at bat for Danny Munoz. 3-1, 1 out. Coach West, look at the pitch. Look at the pitch. This is one you can take, and then you get on base. And it's a ball. Danny Munoz will go to first with 1 out. And over will come Jake and Salinas, who was used quite often as a courtesy runner last season, but making the lineup here is Jake and Salinas. Swing and a miss. We'll go ahead and get myself situated where you can see our runner on first, Danny Munoz, and Jake and Salinas at bat. Good stop there by the catcher. He's got a 0 at the end. Let me look at my roster. I don't have any number with a 0 on the end. Again, I get my numbers from Max Preps, and that's unless I am here in time. But when I went to the dugout, I didn't have the coaches there, so I had to get myself set up. I do thank Coach Gonzalez for getting me the lineups for Skidmore-Tynan, but I got them from her earlier. Strike called, and it is 2-2 the count with 1 out. Jake and Salinas. Danny Munoz on first, and on deck is Gracie Franks. That's a strikeout, number 2. Here comes Gracie Franks. Will be the 8th batter, number 4. Playing left field tonight. Here's Gracie Franks. It's going to be a foul ball. Try to bunt over Danny Munoz to put her in scoring position, but a foul ball to the left, so. And back comes Gracie Franks. Thank you to Gracie Franks, who got me the lineup for the junior varsity. So she made my life a lot easier in the earlier match, the earlier game, I should say. Swing and a miss. So Cantu, Leilani Cantu up on the batter, 0-2, 2 outs. Allen almost got her. 1-2. And they got her looking. That's the 3rd out, and we'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Yeah, number 12 is Jake and Selena. She's going to right field. Barely caught her in that blind side. So I think I got all the positions and the all laid out here as we move to the top of the 2nd. It's getting a little windier. Roberta Aguilar, yeah, that's a good idea to stay inside warm. Like I said, last night was, I don't know the exact temperature, but it was cold with really no wind. But here it's just cold, not cold, but with the wind it makes it cold, if that makes any sense. So, but I think I can tolerate tonight, but probably because I have a jacket on, and last night I just had a pullover. So comes Coach Villarreal, who was very helpful earlier. So to the batter's box number 17. And we'll leave it at that. Number 17, the lefty. Three batters that strike. 3 batters that Jolie has faced has 3 strikeouts. 3 up, 3 down, all strikeouts. And a foul ball to the left side. couldn't quite pull around. But again, I wish I had all the names, and I don't. And we don't have a PA announcer, so sometimes I cheat and I kind of listen to the PA announcer, but no PA announcer. Guess I could get somebody from Mathis in here. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 4. Number 10, also southpaw. And we'll leave it at number 10. I believe 10 is the catcher. Again, I don't intentionally do it. I take pride in trying to find all the rosters I can. We don't normally play Mathis, so I know Mr. Ryan Linney from the Refugio Sports Network always has things laid out nice and pretty. He goes above and beyond. Ryan Linney from Refugio Sports Network, and my goodness, and I don't expect him to do all my work. But sometimes I do hit the email, and I didn't this time, so I don't want to discredit Coach Freddie Adler, Coach Guy. They're amazing, but I should have gone ahead of. I should have gone ahead of the count and sent an email or two, but it's okay. We're all good here, and just know that. Great. We represent our district. Swing and a miss, and strikeout number 5 in the second in the inning. Five batters up and 5 head to the dugout with a strikeout. Jolie Mann. Strike 1. Of course, you got to get the bats going, which Skidmore-Tynan did in the top of the first. They're going to need to, or rather we're in the bottom of the second. So they've had a few base runners have the Lady Cats, but none yet for the Lady Pirates. Strike call. So man up 1 and 2 outs. Looking to put away the 6th batter and head to the top of the 3rd. Two and two outs. Deuces are wild. And we're also in the bottom of the second. So 2 and 2 outs, bottom of the second. Swing and a miss, and that takes care of the bottom of the second. No score. That is number 6 for Jolie Mann. I'm sure I'm going to mess up at some point and miss one, but I'm keeping up so far. It's pretty easy. It's been 2 innings. 2 times 3 is 6. Even I can count that. So let's get to the and we'll move to the 3rd. Looks more like a 20 at the catcher. I don't have 20. Again, I can't apologize enough. I get what I can, but Leilani Cantu will continue on the mound. She's done a great job tonight. There's been some Skidmore-Tynan base runners, but all in all, she's done a good job. And coming to the plate will be number 2, which will be the top of the order. Alexis Flores, the lefty. I don't know why I just came up with the lefty. There's a lot of there's more than one lefty, but we saw 2 back-to-back for Mathis a moment ago. But I call Alexis the lefty. So Cantu on the mound, and I'm so glad she was okay. She took an awkward step, and they were kind of looking at her heel, the Achilles, but just glad she's okay. 2 balls, no strikes, and Flores wants to get on base and on deck. Is Natalie Ramirez, the catcher tonight. And that one is hit to shortstop. Can she outrun it? No. And a toss from the shortstop over to Medrano. Natalie Ramirez now with one down. And Jolie Man, it would help to get a few runners on for Jolie Man because she's due up. What I mean by that is you gotta get a runner. And a little bunt laid down nicely. Can she outrun it? She will. Save. Natalie Ramirez. Well done. So runner on first, one out. Jolie Man. The stage is set for a 2-run shot right here. I don't know if the wind will have any effect on it. That's a little high. So looking at the right side, Natalie Ramirez on first. Bunted her way, nicely placed there. It just stopped, dead stop. Jolie Man over to left field, up high, and it is taken there by left field. And that'll put Natalie Ramirez back on first, so that's 2 outs. And here comes, on base the last time is Ali Hernandez. Two outs. First inning, Jolie Man started a 2-out rally and not able to score. Let's see if Ali Hernandez can do the same here. Strike called. Get over on first base. Natalie Ramirez. Time is called. Coach West. Going to have a courtesy runner for Natalie Ramirez is Alyssa Recio. Be the courtesy runner. Recio on first. She pitched the first game tonight. She now will come in as a courtesy runner. Ali Hernandez. Playing first base tonight. And this one's hit out at left field. And it gets over her. We could have a run score. Here comes Recio. And a stand-up double for... There is Alyssa Recio with the first run for Skidmore-Tynan. Center field out there kind of misjudged it, came forward, and then realized, uh-oh, this one took off a little bit. Maybe the wind played a little bit of a factor on it. So now we have Ali Hernandez on second, been on base twice now. Here's Brogan Schmidt. And a ball. Ali Hernandez on second with 2 outs, so starting a little bit of a rally here with 2 outs. Ali Hernandez. Strike called on Brogan Schmidt. Brogan Schmidt playing shortstop tonight. And that one is hit to second. Can she outrun it? Out. That is the 3rd out, but 1 run comes through. Ali Hernandez driving in Recio, the courtesy runner, and we then go to the bottom of the 3rd, 1-0, Skidmore-Tynan.
Drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I appreciate it, though.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Careful with the wind gusts. Pardon me?
You never go you go back.
You go. I know, right? It's gravity, I guess, right? All right, Jolie Man working on 6 straight strikeouts, 6 for 6. 2 innings, 6 batters, 6 strikeouts, trying to keep that streak going. And the double by Ali Hernandez bringing in Alyssa Recio from second. Good base running by Alyssa Recio. And that was a courtesy runner for Natalie Ramirez, who got on first base. So we had a little rally going there. It brought in one run, but sometimes that's all you need with a pitcher like Jolie, man. But I know Skidmore-Tynan's not going to settle for that. You need some more runs. Number 20, no name, coming in to lead off the Lady Pirates, bottom of the third. And quickly, 0-1. As we move to the top of the fourth, I'll kind of pan my camera around to see if you can kind of see the facilities. We have, of course, the left side is always the home dugout and the home fans, and then the right side, the visitor dugout and the visitor fans. Have a nice facility. It is an artificial grass field, but swing and a miss, 1-2. Coach Ferial over on first coaching, and Gaetan over on third. Swing and a miss, number 7. Natalie Ramirez doing a good job behind the plate. And let's see, we've got a name for number 4. I have Lexi Rodriguez. Lexi Rodriguez to bat. Attempted bunt, strike. And all three went charging. Munoz, Mann, and Hernandez. See if she attempts another bunt, trying to get on base. Hands high. I don't think she would have reached that bunt. That would have had to been a vertical bunt. The bat would have had to go on north-south. So maybe Jolie Mann knew that, and I'm not giving you what you want. And a swing and a miss, 1-2. Berta Aguilar, thank you for joining us at ST Lady Cat Nation and being a great fan. You're a great supporter. You always share our information. We can't thank you enough. I appreciate you very, very much, Berta. And I know we've got some friends from California for Gracie Franks, who currently is out at left field. She'll be up to bat again soon. That's what I love about this sport. And a full count. So now Jolie Mann thinking, I got. And they're down. That's going to be the second out. Jolie Mann thinking, she's thinking, hey, am I done? Not quite. We got one more to go. That is 8 straight, so 8 straight batters go down, and I'd like to see that number right there. And I don't know if Cassie is on, Cassie Sowers, who is also a great supporter of ST Lady Cat Nation and ST Bobcat Nation, with her son Julius Perales, who knocked down those 2 straight threes, and that's a foul ball. But Cassie and I'm not sure, but I've got Lorinda to my right and Brandon, and I'm not sure if the mans are Pancho Hombre from Castroville. I'm not sure if you're on, and Brenda, and there's number 9. Jolie Mann. So if the Manns are listening from Castroville, I've got 9 right now. One more and I'll cross out 10. So strikeout after strikeout, 9 in a row. Skidmore-Tynan would like to put some more runs in as we go to the top of the 4th. You don't want to rely on just one run, but the way she's pitching, maybe. there's Coach Gonzalez again. Prayers for a quick recovery. So if the Mans are watching, Pancho Hombre and Brenda, hello. Hopefully I get to see y'all in person. I know y'all were down here in the area, and I don't know if you're down here right now. I'm looking around. Obviously, if you're not here, you're online. See Lorinda and Brandon, and of course Jolie, man, out on the pitchers, man. 6-2, playing 6-2 tonight. And coming up to bat to lead off the top of the fourth will be number 23, Leah Nance. So Ali Hernandez bringing in what would have been Natalie Ramirez, who got to first, and then and we had Alyssa Recio, who was the courtesy runner, and that's where we got the run scored here in the top of the third, and we're now in the top of the fourth. Leah Nance will lead off. Thanks to all of you who joined us, whether you're a Lady Pirate fan or a Lady Cat from Skidmore-Tynan. Thank you guys for joining us. And last night we had quite a few online for the Bobcat baseball in Taft, and they opened up their facility. Swing and a miss for Nance over in Taft. Very beautiful facility, artificial turf, and Coach Buendia, who has always got a stand-up type class act program with the Taft Greyhounds. This one comes back. I was ready to catch that one. Forgot there was a net there. So quickly, Cantu is up on the batter, Leah Nance, 0-2. Nobody out here in the top of the fourth. On deck is Danny Munoz. And that kind of helps out, doesn't help out the left hip of Leah Nance, but it does put her on first. And Danny Munoz will come to the plate. Munoz at the plate. Leah Nance on first. Nobody out. Skidmore-Tynan trying to add to their 1-0 lead. And behind the pitching of Jolie, man, you just need about 2 or 3 more. Danny Munoz. Coach Duran over at the third baseline. That's a strike, 1-1. And Coach West over on the first base, coaching right now Leah Nance. Danny Munoz on deck. Got a young team here, do the Lady Cats. Strike call, 1-2. So Leilani Cantu coming alive here with that right arm. Once again, I want to repeat, glad she's okay on that leg. That's a little high. 2-2 the count. Coach West tells Leah Nance. And that one goes down the line. Nance will stay on second. And a single for Danny Munoz. So nobody out, and to the plate comes number 12 right fielder Jayden Salinas. And this is, I always say this a lot, but what a batter wants the bases loaded. But so now Cantu has her work cut out. She's going to try to see if she can minimize any damage that might be put on by Skidmore-Tynan. Salinas with a swing and a miss. On deck, Gracie Franks. Say it one more time. Thank you, Gracie, for bringing me and a foul tip. That's, well, not quite a tip, but a foul ball. Keeps it at 0-2. Gracie Franks bringing me the roster because I'm still getting used to some of the younger players. And she's just been amazing. Volleyball, one of my favorites. Volleyball, basketball, and now softball. Gracie Franks. So you guys in California have every reason to be a proud of her. I know I don't have to tell you that. She's just amazing here. That one's down low. 2-2. 2 runners on. We're in the top of the fourth. Jayden Salinas. Swing and a miss. Cantu needed that one. One down. And now Gracie Franks with an opportunity. That was the wind blowing my equipment. Gracie Franks. And she lays down a bunt. And the throw to first is in time, but a nicely placed bunt moves the runners to second and third. So Gracie Franks doing exactly what she needed to. And now Alexis Flores. So now what that does, for those of you not understanding a sacrifice bunt, she moves the runners to scoring position. So now a single can bring them both in. And that's going to be in the hands of Alexis Flores, who is in center field. So the left fielder bunting, sacrifice, and now the lefty in. And that one's tapped over foul. So quickly in the hole. 0-2, 2 outs. So now Leilani Cantu has a little bit of wiggle room as to what she's going to throw. But you don't want to throw anything wild here because you'll have Leah Nance come home. And the tap over to first pitcher, Leilani, over to number 12, Medrano. And great job by Cantu and the fielders. Coming up with no damage here on the top of the fourth. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth, 1-0. Jolie Mann working on 9 straight. No one's reached yet. Kind of look around a little bit. As we look to the left side, there is no PA announcer, so they weren't able to help me with any of the names because I didn't have all the names. Did have some. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's got smoke coming out of that. Yeah. 9 in a row. So the wind picks up a little bit. I don't know the exact. You can see the flags over there blowing, and I don't even know which direction. We're in Mathis. I guess we were in the same county last night as we were tonight. I assuming Taft is in San Pat, I believe. And I know Mathis is San Pat. I don't think we've reached Jim Wells yet, not San Pat. So here comes the Lady Pirates in the bottom of the fourth. And trying to bunt was number 5. No, 5. Well, you guys, if you are from Mathis, again, I did everything I could to get a roster or the lineup, but didn't get it done, and the attempted bunt goes foul, so 1-1 is the count. Of course, Jolie Mann working on strikeout number 10. She's got 9 in a row. So takes a special kind of bunt to kind of avoid the bunt, a special kind of pitch to avoid a bunt. Let's see if she strike called 1-2, and that's what I was talking about, because normally on a bunt, if you can make contact on a bunt, then it's in the field of play, which then I guess I'm being a little selfish for Jolie. And I think now with 2 strikes, she's not going to do a bunt attempt. 2-2 is the count. I swallowed some wind. That means it just came right in. This is gusting here. And a full count. So now the moment of truth here. Jolie Mann going for number 10 in a row and 10 for 10. But number 5, which I wish I had her name. Normally I listen to the crowd, see if they have a first name at least. And a walk. And now number 1 is Mia Rodriguez. Mia Rodriguez to the. And we'll keep a watch on the runner. 5. And a possible bunt. And Brogan Schmidt let it go through, but it's right into the hands of Alexis Flores. Nice backup there by Alexis Flores. So we're going to keep an eye on the runner. Out on first, number 5, unknown name. And Mia Rodriguez attempting to bunt. Strike, and the throw over to Brogan Schmidt. Lands short, so now not only getting on base on a walk, but now Mathis with their first runner in scoring position. A little high. Coach got that, barking out instructions. And that's going to be a pitch, which will get number 5 over to third. So the tie and run here in the bottom of the 4th on third base, nobody out. So now Jolie Mann has her first challenge of the night. It took the 4 innings to do it, but now they're making a bit of a statement. And a ball 4 is going to send Mia Rodriguez to first. So got runner Rodriguez on first. And I didn't catch that number. And second base will be taken by Rodriguez, number 12, and that's first base Ava Medrano. So right now, 2 runners in scoring position for Mathis. Nobody out. And a foul back makes it 0-2. So Jolie Mann now up on the batter, Medrano. 0-2. Strike 3. And that'll be number 10. And now the lefty, number 17. So Medrano make that Rodriguez on second. Swing and a miss. And it'll be, see if Jolie Mann can get out of this with runners on second and third and nobody out. Now 1 out. See what happens here. Swing and a miss. Strike. Rodriguez on second, 5 on third, and 17 at the plate. Swing and a miss. Well, the runner came in. So 1-1. 2 outs. Foul back, number 10, unknown name. So we've got 1 runner in now. The lead run at third base. So Jolie Mann trying to take care of business here. And already up 0-2. So there were no outs with runners on second and third. So Jolie Mann, thus far, 1 run comes in. Really on an error on that one, but and that one gets through. That'll be a second run coming through, and that is Rodriguez. And Rodriguez comes in for the second run, 2-1. Good shot there to And to the plate, Maribel Martinez, second base. And a swing and a miss. Oh, couldn't hang on to it. Gotta hang onto the ball. So the runner advances on third. So Mathis with a 2-run bottom of the fourth. That's foul back. It's 1-2. So Jolie Mann up on the runner, trying to keep that third run on third base. And Maribel Martinez, and there it is. And in comes a run. 10 comes in for the third run. I don't know if there was miscommunication there or what. And there'll be a trip to the mound. Yeah, a little bit of not sure what's going on that. That one went, I won't say sky high, but it was up there. But and now Coach Duran out there. 3 runs have scored here in the bottom of the fourth. And to the plate will come number 20. And again, I keep saying I don't like that my rosters don't match up. And it's rosters I get from Max Preps, which reliability is becoming a factor there. So runner on first is Martinez, Maribel Martinez. Shot over, and the ball gets through, but backed up by Alexis Flores. Too many errors going on right now. And that's exactly because you got to be able to back up Jolie Mann. Swing and a miss. 1-1, 2 outs. And Maribel Martinez on second. Martinez on second. Call that a ball. 2-1, 2 outs. Runner on second. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Strike call. 2-2. This is hit out there at left center. It's going to drop and all the way back to second. Safe. Martinez, Maribel Martinez comes in from second. We got 4-1. I believe Coach Gaitan's going to want a courtesy runner. So 3 innings and courtesy runner, and I probably don't have the name. Actually, I do. Allison Rosales Garces. So Rosales Garces, courtesy runner on second, and Skidmore-Tynan can't seem to get out of this inning. Rosales Garces. They're going to call a strike. 1-1. Rosales Garces. The courtesy runner on second, Skidmore-Tynan. I believe that's Mia Rodriguez batting right now. No, that's Lexi Rodriguez. First three on my roster are Rodriguez, Mia, Jada, and Lexi. This is Lexi Rodriguez batting. Twos are wild up there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. Bottom of the 4th. And a swing and a miss, and that'll retire. That's 3 outs. Yeah, they got to keep tabs on. They got to keep tabs on how many outs they have. Strikeout, making it number 11 according to my unofficial count. Not a pretty inning there for Skidmore-Tynan. Too many errors. Got to eliminate those. 41, we go to the top of the 5th. And, of course, Skidmore-Tynan's bats can catch fire pretty quick. On the mound, Leilani Cantu. And we've got our next batter and our on-deck batter coming out. And that'll be our catcher, Natalie Ramirez, and on deck, Jolie Mann. Again, you want to get on base here so that give Jolie Mann a chance to ring you in. I'm not saying that the other players don't have the home run capabilities, but most of the time you get yourself on base, become a runner, steal when you can, look for any wild pitches, take the steal, and get around the base. Natalie Ramirez to lead off the top of the 5th. And a bunt. Batter is out. Batter hit the ball, and that is out. The ball, yeah, she made contact with the ball in play. You're out. Jolie Mann out. Oh, I hope everything's okay there. And one of the coaches, I think. So with that, it's 0-1, 1 out. Leilani Cantu doing a good job tonight on the mound, giving up only 1 run. And it was pretty clean for Skidmore-Tynan until a few errors. And this one goes out to left field, and it is gone. Man, oh man, oh man, Jolie Mann. 1-run shot for Jolie Mann. Take a few snapshots there. My little score cam has the snapshot feature, so 4-2. Should have put the 2 up before I took a snapshot, but that's okay. Well, that quickly, you can put a run up. But this is where you need base runners. You need to be able to get on base so that Jolie Mann can bring in 4 instead of just 1. But, and now Ali Hernandez playing first base tonight. Last season, mostly out at second base, I should say. So 4-2. See if we can get something else going. And she taps it out to right field and taken there by Lexi Rodriguez for the second out. Well played in the outfield. Number 4, Lexi Rodriguez. 2 outs. 1 run is in, and Brogan Schmidt to the plate. Brogan Schmidt with 2 outs. And that's a little tabber to shortstop. Over to first, and dropped it. Safe. And that's sometimes what starts a rally going. A little error there by Medrano. Good stop there at shortstop by number 5, who, again, no name. So Leoness with a runner on first, Brogan Schmidt, and 2 outs. Could tie this up with 1 swing right here. Brogan Schmidt on first. And that is going to be a single. And staying right on second. So 2 runners on. So we've got a little 2-run, 2-out rally going here. And now Nance on first. Brogan Schmidt on second. And now on number Danny Munoz. Try to, you could take the lead here in 1 swing. He's got to get the runners across. Strike. So Leilani Cantu trying to get out of a little, I call it a little mini jam, but a 2-out, couple of hits here, and we get a little rally going. See what Munoz does. You heard it.
Cindy.
1-2 the count, 2 outs. That one came right to my right side. And that's going to be over and an out on third. And that ends the inning. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. 4-2 Mathis. 1 run comes in on a 1-run home run. 1-run shot by Jolie Mann, number 6, the pitcher. So now pressure put on Skidmore-Tynan a little bit here in the bottom of the 5th as Jolie Mann returns to the mound with 11 strikeouts that I've counted. So a big inning for Mathis in the bottom of the 4th, and Skidmore-Tynan bringing 1 back. So a 4-2 deficit. But the bottom of the 4th was too many errors by Skidmore-Tynan. They cannot repeat that in the bottom of the 5th. They got to give Jolie a little assistance there. Sometimes you get complacent. You figure she's going to strike everybody out, and then you're like, but no, you got to be ready. You got to understand. Got to work a little bit on the fielding, because when the ball gets past, which is very rare, past Jolie Mann, you got to be able to back it up and make your simple throws. Being a coach now. And here come the Lady Pirates, bottom of the 5th. Swing and a miss. That's the pitcher, Leilani Cantu. Pitched a good one. Just gave up a home run. And that goes a little high. Swing and a miss. Cantu. 1-2. Next strikeout will be a dozen for Jolie, man. Looking for it right here. Lilai. 2-2. She was up on the count, so you can take a little bit of a chance. Full count. Full count. 3-2. Nobody out. No runners. Bottom of the fifth. 4-2 Mathis. And their big inning was in the bottom of the fourth. Skidmore-Tynan scoring. Swing and a miss. Number 12. The dozen. Dozen strikeouts. Swing and a miss. Number 5. Unknown number. Unknown name. Maybe if they had the names on the back of the jerseys, that would help. But a PA announcer would have really come in handy tonight. Like last night. Strike. 1-1 with 1 out. Charlie Mann working on strikeout number 13. Hold them here for another couple of outs and get your bats hot in the top of the 6th. Strike. And we're back in business. That's a strikeout. Number 13. And number 1, Mia Rodriguez to the plate. I thought I'd be hearing more names being called out when batters come up, but then I would be jotting their first name down. But this is Mia. I have her. 1-0 the count. Two and 0. 2 outs. Wanting to get out of this inning so they can give their bats another opportunity in the top of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Foul ball, rather. I like to say swing and a miss. 2-1 the count. 2 outs. My camera was not right. You couldn't see Jolie. 3-1. Did that my first season when I was doing softball. I was like, I'm leaving Jolie Mann out of there, and people want to see her from the beginning. And that's a walk. That will put Mia Rodriguez on first. Yeah, right now Skidmore-Tynan not doing too good a job in trying to keep the runner on first. Normally they just take second immediately, and here's a bunt attempt. And good. Heads up play there by Natalie Ramirez, making sure that Rodriguez stayed. Mia on first. That's going to be a foul ball. That's a foul ball. It was not in play. She's not out. Yeah, she was not in the field of play. Yeah, she was at home, so that's a foul ball. But on the other one, she was in the field of play. That's what the umpire is explaining, and now they're going to talk a little bit about it. Kind of a thin line there. You gotta. The coach, of course, saying she was still on the box, but they're going to talk it over, and this is what they should be doing, even if they don't. Yeah, I think the right call was made because there was no. If this were football, there was no football move. That's the best way I can explain it. It wasn't in the field of play. Now you got to throw it to first. Everybody's safe. Yeah, that's if you don't catch the pitch, the runner can go, and you got to know that rule. And now 2 outs, 2 runners on now. I believe that was Medrano, and on first and on second is Mia Rodriguez. And now here comes a swing and a miss. So now this is big right here. You gotta, I know you're jumping into a sport from another sport, and sometimes you're a little tired, but you gotta be ready. Heads up, please. The lefty, swing and a miss, 0-2. So Jolie 1 strike away from sending this to the top of the 6, down only by 2, and see if Skidmore-Tynan can get some bats and get the hot bats, if you will. One and 2. She got a little. You got more choices there when you're at 0-2, and now she can still got it. Strike called, and that is the end of the 5th. We go to the 6th, and that is number 14. I have to check with her mom on the actual number of strikes, but I'm at 14 right now for Jolie Man. We're going to go to the top of the 6th. Skidmore-Tynan trailing by 2. So now we need a couple of runs here. I understood where coach was coming from, because a little similar to the one where Skidmore-Tynan was called on, I believe it was Natalie Ramirez, and hit the, or was it Ali? I can't remember which of the batters it was, but the ball was in play and you hit it, you touched it while you were already in motion to first base, versus a swing, and the ball did touch the batter, but they weren't hitting the first yet for obstruction of the ball or anything. You can see it both ways. So Skidmore-Tynan here in the top of the 6th, leading off number 12, Jakin Salinas. That's a pretty pitch by Cantu. And another one quickly up on the batter, 0-2. And 3 pitches, 3 strikes, down goes the batter, Salinas. Gracie Franks, left field, to the plate with 1 out. And on deck, Alexis Flores, the lefty. I always say that, the lefty. Well, don't normally say it with the righty, but the righty, Gracie Franks, tries to bunt, trying to get on, and she's got the speed to bunt and take first base. Little scenario, you bunt, get on first. Alexis Flores will send it to right field. She's a lefty. See if that happens. Foul ball. Now you don't want to bunt. You don't want to bunt foul the third one, because then you're out. You got to swing. Coach said it. You got to swing. You have no choice. Well, you don't have to swing, but you can't bunt. And a tip foul. Staying alive is Gracie Franks. She's done a good job tonight getting the sacrifice bunt down, but now with an 0-2 count, you don't want a chance bunting. Strike call. 2 down. Alexis Flores to the plate. 2 down. And Skidmore-Tynan has done well with 2-out rallies in tonight's game. Let's see what happens. Alexis Flores. Hit to third. See if she can beat the run. No, that's an out. And I'm sorry I didn't swing my camera to the right because it's kind of cold. But we go to the bottom of the 6th. No runs come in. 3 up, 3 down. 4-2. Lady Pirates will bat in the bottom of the 6th. And thank you for joining ST Lady Cat Nation here on YouTube. Hope you're enjoying this. The one thing about, well, 2 things I want to talk about. The one thing about softball and baseball, you don't know when it's going to end. It can go a long time. It could be quick because of the 10-run rule, or within the innings in JV, a 4-run inning. Or you can go on for a long, long time. As opposed to most of the time with basketball, you kind of get that 8-minute period, and it runs unless there's a lot of fouls. But and secondly, the other thing I wanted to talk about was now I'm battling the elements. The first 2 games out of basketball, and we get a cold one in Taft, and we get a cold and breezy one in not as cold but breezier with the wind chill here in Mathis. So a little bit of So the lefty coming up to the plate, the number 10. And fouls it back into the net. So Skidmore-Tynan, of course, their objective is let's hold them. No runs.
Hello.
And Mathis wants to pad their lead a little bit. 4-2.
Bottom of the 6th. Mathis is ahead 4-2.
A swing and a miss.
That one girl from Skidmore, she got 13 strikeouts. It's that girl that wore glasses. This one guy I talked to said she's gonna go play with Texas A&M Kings, and she got a scholarship.
So 1-2 the count.
Okay.
14 strikeouts. Just trying to work on number 15 here. 2-2. This turned out to be a good game. Maribel Martinez is on deck for Mathis. A little high, full count. Full count is always exciting because everyone has the same pressure. The pitcher and the hitter. You don't want to be caught looking on a strikeout, but you also want to put a good pitch across as a pitcher. And there it is, number 15. I'm doing my little cross out. Maribel Martinez. The bunt attempt goes back. 0-1 is our count. And we'll go 7 innings. And this one looks like there's no rule. This isn't a rule game like certain number of runs, or if you want to call it the mercy rule, whatever. This one is going to the end. And Ali Hernandez rushing the home plate just in case there's a bunt with Kylie Kinney backing her up from second base. And here it comes again. She decides to swing and takes a ball. 2-1, 1 out. Again, Coach Gaitan, Coach Verdial, Coach Gaitan on third. You can see her, and Coach Verdial over on first base. And this one goes out to right center. It's going to land. And Martinez will take a stand-up double. And she's got Mathis in business here in the bottom of the 6th. Well done. So now there are different options here. You might have a sacrifice bunt. Strike. Nobody on second, so Maribel Martinez taking an opportunity to, hey, throw it over here. Oh, and right pass to right field. And they're going to bring it home, and she's not throwing it. You got to throw it to home. So a single, bringing in number 7, Maribel Martinez, and Mathis Lady Pirates tack on another run here in the bottom of the 6th, 5-2, and a courtesy runner coming up, and that looks like number in a little bit, number 13, Allison Rosales Garces. 2 nice shots. And that's going to be safe. Rosales got a set safe to second. So now that runner in scoring position. That one's bunt back. Make that, keep it 0-2 with 1 out. So Jolie Mann trying to get out of this little jam. Playing a good team here, 6-2 are the Mathis Lady Pirates. And of course, they're playing against a pitcher with 15 strikeouts, but still able to squeeze some runs and some big impact hits. And a strikeout, number 16. I may even be missing one. I might have missed a strikeout. I'm going to ask Lorinda. I'll ask her later, but I may have missed one because there was that one that got past the catcher and then weren't able to get the put out. We'll get the official one later, but you get an idea. I may be off by one, or give or take one. I don't think you take one. And there goes third base. And you got to be able to catch it. And safe on third is Rosales Garces. And she's just a few feet away from bringing in the 6th run. You got to get those. And foul back. So 1-2 the count, 2 outs. With the courtesy runner Rosales Garces on third. It's big that Skidmore-Tynan, before they go to the top of the 7th, they need this one. And not quite. She got a little room to give, as long as you don't get a wild pitch. And if you do, you got to rush home plate if you're the pitcher, or Ali Hernandez over on first, but more than likely the pitcher, Jolie Mann. Here it goes. And there it is. And now you got to clear on the first for the out, and that is bottom of the 6th. We go to the 7th. 5-2, Mathis. So the top of the 7th. Of course, if the Lady Pirates can hold Skidmore-Tynan to 2 or fewer runs, it's over. You don't need to go into the bottom of the 7th, but see if Skidmore-Tynan can get at least 3 runs in to extend it over to the bottom of the 7th, or even better yet, get 4 runs, 5 runs. And let's see what their bats have to say about that. That's something we don't have to deal with in basketball or volleyball, but in other sports like football and baseball and softball we do, or even out in track or tennis, golf, and we haven't covered those. We've covered track and field. I remember track and field in Three Rivers last year. My equipment, my camera was getting hot, and you were getting the alarm. and I don't think I'll ever have the problem with it getting too cold. Now, let's see what we got here in the top of the 7th. Natalie Ramirez. That one's a foul ball. Just trying to get onto base for Jolie Mann, who homered the last time, but it was a solo shot. And if Natalie Ramirez gets on, she can tie it up on the next one. Yeah, she can tie it up on the next one, but it's a matter of getting Natalie Ramirez on base. She tried to with the bunt, but she's going to have to outrun the... And that is... Oh, and it dropped! He's going to call a foul ball. No, that's not a foul ball. Yeah, that was a fair ball. Yeah, that was a fair ball. The body pushed it out. Yeah, gonna have to talk about that one. She was in when she dropped it. Therefore, it's a fair ball. The ball goes out of... Natalie should be safe at first. Yeah, Natalie should be safe at first. It went off of the... yeah, that should be a first. She dropped it, but she was in the field of play. Unless I didn't see it correctly, but if she was in there, then it is... I'm going to talk about this one. Of course, the left side is saying foul ball, and the right side, the visitors are going first base. And safe on first. I like that they discussed it. I really like that they discussed this. Even if it went the other way, at least they're talking. That's true. You brought up a good point. My friend here brought up a good point. Do they walk Jolie Mann? I believe we have a courtesy runner. I took my eyes off of... and it's Alyssa Recio courtesy. Alyssa Recio is courtesy runner, I believe, or am I wrong? Turn around a little bit more. No, Natalie Ramirez stays on first. And 2 balls. They're not going to give her anything. They might not give her anything to hit. Yeah, it looks like it is Natalie Ramirez. I thought maybe they put a courtesy runner in. And that one is out to left field. That may drop. Yeah, it's going to drop. Oh, goodness. Stay right there. Stay right there. She lucked out on that one. Yeah, she lucked out on that one. That pass, that throw to Martinez was a little off, and otherwise we'd have had an out on second. So 2 runners on. Now a little rally going here. Ali Hernandez to the plate. Jolie Mann on first. Strike called. And Natalie Ramirez on second. Courtesy runner for Jolie Mann. That'll be Eliza Garcia. So Eliza Garcia on first, courtesy runner. And Natalie Ramirez on second. And at the plate right now, an exciting game here, Ali Hernandez. Runners on first and second, nobody out, Ali Hernandez. And 1-1 is the count. Just a little reminder, out there on second is Ramirez. Natalie, courtesy runner on first, Eliza Garcia. 2 balls and a strike. And on deck, Brogan Schmidt. She'd like to have the bases loaded, that's for sure. That's a little high. 3-1, so a ball away for Leilani Cantu, and she'll load up the bases for Brogan Schmidt. So she's gonna probably watch this one. And it's 4 bases loaded for Skidmore-Tynan, and Brogan Schmidt to the plate. Natalie Ramirez third. Eliza Garcia on second. Allie Hernandez at first. Bases loaded, nobody out. Brogan Schmidt. And Brogan Schmidt to second, and is bobbled a little to first out, and a run will score. Natalie Ramirez scores, and runners on second and third, 5-3. So 1 out, and now Lynn Ants with runners in scoring position. Those 2 runs represent the tying runs for Skidmore-Tynan, and the go-ahead run is at the plate right now. Can't believe my weather app just told me that there'll be a high of 90 tomorrow. It doesn't feel like it right now. There'll be a high of 90. That's kind of crazy. Here we go. And that is shot right down the middle. Here comes Eliza Garcia, and all the way home comes Allie Hernandez, second base, Leon Ants. We've got a tie. And now the go-ahead run at second. Danny Munoz. And she hits one down to left center, all the way to the wall, a stand-up double, and then comes the go-ahead run. Leon Ants. Jake and Salinas to the plate. Nicely done, Danny Munoz. The bats have come alive here for Skidmore-Tynan in the top of the 7th. Jake and Salinas with 1 out, and everybody's going, let's keep it going, because you need a little padding here. We know the bats for Mathis. Gracie Franks. Warning by the umpire for unsportsmanlike, just saying, hey, let's keep it cool. It's all for the kids. And he's absolutely right. Salinas, and it gets to first, and the second out, and over to third goes Danny Munoz. So a little sacrifice, and now Gracie Franks with an opportunity with 2 outs, top of the 7th, to try to pad this lead a little bit, as you want to give Jolie Mann a little more than a run. And the bunt goes foul to the left. And you can bet Danny Munoz is going to be ready to go. And the cool thing right now is you got Coach Duran over there telling her exactly what needs to happen. She also has a pretty good coach at home. That's a strike. Well, good work there by Leilani Cantu to get those 2 pitches in. So she's up on the hitter 0-2. Now you got to swing. And a strikeout to end the inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. Skidmore-Tynan 6-5. Let's see what we've got going. 3 more outs. Mathis with a chance to tie and win it here in the bottom of the 7th. It's been a fun game, folks. Just to kind of recap over in the scoreboard, there was no scoring for 2 full innings, and then the Lady Cats took the lead in the top of the 3rd. And then there was no scoring for the bottom of the 3rd, top of the 4th, and then the big inning for Mathis was the bottom of the 4th, took the lead 4-1. Skidmore-Tynan with a solo shot by Jolie Mann, cutting it 4-2 in the top of the 5th, and then in the bottom of the 6th, we had a run scored by the Mathis Lady Pirates, and then the top of the 7th, 4 runs for Skidmore-Tynan and the Lady Cats. Now it's a matter of hanging on to this one. 2 good teams, both 6-2. It's been a classic. It's been fun, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I really appreciate the officiating. I agree with what he called with the base runner hitting the ball or coming in contact with the ball, but I also agree with what he reversed. And they got together and talked about it. And that one goes back. 0-1. For the most part, everyone has. I haven't been involved in all of the conversation, but everybody's been pretty sportsmanlike. 1-1. If I don't hold on to my tripod arm, the camera floats away, so I got to hang on to it. And my nose is running. 2-1. So the Lady Cats and Jolie Mann leading on the mound do not want any early base runners. So this is a big at bat. And that one is tapped over to second. Kylie Kinney got it. Kylie Kinney in second with the first out. And that's exactly what they needed. Put a little bit of behind that hit, but I don't know if the wind and the wind is probably playing a little bit of havoc with the fielders. And I think that's number 1. I believe that's Mia Rodriguez. Yeah, Mia Rodriguez for Mathis. Coach Gaetan over on third. Verdial over on first base. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Strike. And again, I have 16 strikeouts, but I think there's 17, but I'm sure we'll get that number later. Swing and a miss. 2 away, 1 to go. Trying to get on with the bunt is number 12, Ava Medrano, who's had a good game tonight on first base. 0-1, 2 out. So 2 strikes away for Jolie Mann, which would put her at 17 right now. So either 18 or 19, maybe 20. I could have missed one. I don't know. But certainly up in the upper teens. Tapper goes foul to Coach Gaetan. 1 strike away for Skidmore-Tynan to take the win and go up 7-2 going into the tournament in Riviera. You got a few you can give up right now, Jolie. So the Riviera tournament coming up for the Lady Cats. And a little bit of a tip there. Foul ball. Staying alive is Medrano. And for the Bobcats, the Rockport tournament coming up. So later this week. And we'll give all that information at ST Bobcat Nation on Facebook. And they're going to call a ball there, 2-2. 2-2 with 2 outs. 1 to go here. Jolie Mann trying to get it here. 3-2. Call a ball on that one. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, no runners. 1 swing away from tying it though, Medrano. And there it is. Strikeout 19 or 18, might have been 20, I don't know, but a great performance by Jolie Mann. And that will be the end of it. 6-5 here in Mathis. And I want to take my traditional photo of the 2 teams as they meet. Let's say meet at half court. They're not doing basketball anymore. Meet on the mound, basically. Here we go. I got to make sure nobody's bouncing the stands. Lady Cats, Lady Pirates, great game. 6-5 is the way it ends here in Mathis. Lady Cats go up to 7-2 as they enter the tournament again in Riviera, Texas later this weekend, Friday and Saturday. And the Bobcat baseball will be in Rockport, Fulton also later on at the end of the week and into Saturday, I believe, on the Bobcats. Might want to check ST Bobcat Nation. And guys, thank you for joining us. It's been fun. 6-5 is the final score here from Mathis. This is Amador Ramirez, and have a good night. Stay warm and then stay cool tomorrow because it's going to get hot. God bless.